Good morning, good morning. How are you today? It is Kim McGillis logging live from Regina, Saskatchewan. It is 11:04 and we are November 7th. So hello, if you are live, please tell me where you're from. If you're watching the replay, I would love to know, so you could just say replay as well. I'm gonna log in here. I'm gonna tell you there's an expression in Canada that we say, I'm kind of in a hot mess right now. I'm a hot mess. Is that how you say it? Something like that. Just because I was at the dog park and my super white golden retriever got attacked this morning by a German Shepherd. So it was not a pretty sight, and it really upsets me because Riley is so sweet and very like a passive dog and stuff, so I don't know what happened. And then the two men were trying to separate the dogs, and then one of the men fell down. So it was like, oh my gosh, I'm so upset. It's like I'm still shaking from the entire thing. So for us, like back home, we have a very big yard, and I never bring Riley to dog parks. But here, I decided to bring her because it's kind of our thing that we do in the morning. And anyways, she sees that dog every single morning. I do not know, like the dog has a ball. I don't know if Riley went too close or that sort of thing. She would never take that ball, but you know, she did go there. So that was not fun, I'm gonna tell you. I'm excited about today's card, and I actually have a couple of alternate cards to show you as well, just so you could see a variety. Yesterday, I was like taking my photos, and then I was looking at the entire card layout, and I was like, Kim, you need more snowflakes, that sort of thing, just to blend in the entire collection. So Fran is saying, I hope she can get past it. Our girl became reactive to dogs after being attacked. Oh my goodness, I hope so too. You know what? I brought her in the house here after, and she was having a little issues to like just walk around the house. She did see other dogs, and then she was fine that way, but still, like, I was like, oh, I hope she's gonna be okay. So my husband is back home in Ontario, and I gave him a call because I was so upset. And my husband was a canine handler, police officer for 12 years. So he's dealt with shepherds all his life and that sort of thing. He's worked with them. He knows their character, that sort of thing. And I was like, what can I do to make sure that Riley's okay and stuff? So I did found a little bit of blood on her white fur, but I do not know where it comes from. So anyways, hopefully after this, I need to blog today. I got some blogging to catch up, and I'm just gonna go and sit with her, and we'll just chill with a little blanket. She loves that when I sit next to her, and hopefully everything is gonna be okay. And I'm so sorry, Fran, about your dog. She's saying that I have had to put myself between her and another dog 3 times now, and that's not good, right? Because you could get bitten and that sort of thing. So that was not fun at all. I'm telling you, I'm like beside myself. On a happy note, I did go get myself a coffee at Starbucks, and it's the holiday crafty drinks, like the nice cups for the holidays. I don't know if you are Starbucks lovers, but you might want to go and get yourself those new treats and that sort of thing. And I did get the penguin cookie, as well as some cake pops that were made out of snowman, because I have my collection of kits to go. They are behind schedule just because I was waiting on the ribbon and the things that were discontinued, and then it takes about 2 weeks for me to get them in Canada. But now I'm ready to ship all my kits to go from that Snow Days collection. So I was like, ugh, because I feel horrible that it didn't go when they were supposed to go out, then I'm just gonna put the cookies in there, and it's going to coordinate with the entire thing. Anyways, maybe I'll take a photo or just to show you how cute it is. Karen is saying the sugar cookie and oat latte. Is it the sugar cookie oat latte? Is that what it's called? Or is that you had a cookie and the latte? I'm not too sure. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Peggy. I hope you are all well. I'm not too sure. I know where Fran comes from, but I don't know. And I think Nicole comes from Alberta, which is near me in Ontario, when I'm back home. But I don't know where all you are from, so you might want to put that in the comments so I could see where you are from. So very, very excited. I'm continuing again with the one-of-a-kind bundle. I'm just mixing it up this week because I was doing the snowflake Galore. So you could use anything that you have that is related to snowflakes, if ever. Frozen Edges is also one. And then today I am going to continue with Sophisticated Sled. And this is also disponible en français, Luge décoré. So kind of fun. Lucy's saying, oh, I hope Riley is okay. Me too. She's 5 years old. Like, she's never been exposed too much to other dogs, but we did try. Like, we used to go to Mont Tremblant, go skiing and bring her with us and that sort of thing. So I'm hoping that she's going to be okay. Anyways, my husband's like, this is your little thing. You like to go with her. I think he's telling me that I should go once again. Oh, Karen is from Alberta, so we're not too far from each other. We're actually planning a trip to Alberta again. We did go, was it in the spring or summer? I can't remember. And now we want to go like in the fallish winter just to go visit again. So that should be interesting. Anyways, hopefully today everything runs smoothly. I told Chris the last 2 days, I don't know what's going on with the phone or the internet here. He's like, we'll do something if ever it doesn't work. So hopefully we're good. We do not freeze, that sort of thing. I'm just very excited to show you the product and the cards today. So I'm gonna put you down. Here we go. That's the problem, I think. It's when I put you down. And this, I don't have a great system here, so compared to home. So I will ask Chris to bring me some stuff from home for sure. Just so for later that it goes a little bit better. Okay, so and I'm just gonna tilt it slightly and move this out a little. Perfect. There we go. Yep, that's pretty good. So I'm very excited to share today. I did post the replays on YouTube, so you get to see that portion now from all the videos, and then I will catch up on my blog today while I sit with Riley, so I could just upload. Here it's beautiful and sunny today. The skies are blue, so I'm hoping it's going to be a great day. Once again, we are using some white cardstock this morning, the basic white. It's just ordinary white. And I did write my measurements down because I'm besides myself about the dog. I was like, I won't be able to think today. But anyways, the measurements are 4 1/4 by 11. This is a very simple regular fold. And I scored at 5 1/2. You'll need a second piece. And because we're working with the collections and I'm continuing from my challenge from this week, I do have Berry Burst Azure Afternoon. Gray Granite I've added to the collection, and then Fresh Frisia. So I encourage you to put that second piece any color that you want. I chose Fresh Frisia, and I actually have to place an order because I've been using Fresh Frisia like there's no tomorrow. I feel like Fresh Frisia is like a color that you can use for non-traditional Christmas cards. So I find that's a great one to do and to use. So this piece will be 3 3/4 by 5, which is a bit shorter than our usual. So you'll want to add some glue on this one. And then I'm just going to add it right in here. And then we're going to need another piece of basic white cardstock, and this one is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. But we will not glue that piece right away because I am doing something a little different this morning. So I'm going to take out my little cutter, and then you're going to take out this circled from the... I'm going to share with you which one it is. It's from the Stylish Shape, so it would be the second one, number 2. So from the Stylish Shape. Stylish Shape is another featured item that you want in your basic supplies. I feel like it's one that you could use over and over. And then I'm just going to put it slightly higher than lower, okay? So it's going to go a little higher than what we would want normally. So I'm just going to roll this in here. And I've already built some alternate projects. So you'll see at the end of the week, I don't know if I'm going to post them this weekend or tomorrow, but you'll see the entire collection with other alternative projects. So I like to make alternate projects just because it is so fun to do and to add on. So this piece is just gonna fit very perfectly in here. Do not glue it right away. We're not gonna do that now because you'll still wanna add another piece underneath. It could be a circle, it could be a square, whichever you want. If you do want that same look of a rim here, then you could go with this one. But if you find that having dots once again is a little too much, then we're just gonna grab a second piece of cardstock, and I'm not gonna put the rim today. I'm just gonna cut a piece that will be 3.5 by 3.5, and I'm just gonna insert on the inside. So you'll get to see that portion. So this is what I'm just gonna add underneath, and I'm gonna save this one for something else later. I have like this little container, I'm saving all my little pieces right there. So for this one, I'd like you to take out fresh freesia, and we are gonna take the blending brush. And really, there's gonna be an image on top of it, so it doesn't really matter if it's very dark, very light, whatsoever, because it's just to create that background look. I love using my blending brushes. They are superb. And I want it a little darker in the middle. You know why? Because I'll have my wreath hiding the content, so it doesn't really matter if it's slightly darker in the middle. After, you'll take your dark, fresh freesia blend, and you still want to add those nice little beautiful specks. And if you want a little darker, you could also use an alternate, would be a color like Blackberry Bliss. So that would be a great option. So this part is just going to be going right underneath here. So you see where we're going with this? And then I'm gonna take some iridescent ribbon. I'm gonna say it must be an alternate, a very good favorite of mine, because when you're at the end of your spool of your ribbon, you know you've done a great job and utilized that ribbon as much as you could. So I'm gonna grab a new one because I've already used the entire content. So far, everybody's following. I'm just gonna see if I have other comments. Fran is saying you do need to go back, but don't let her sense your anxiety. Yeah, I was okay by the end. It was more her. She was like, let's get out of here. Okay, so now Amy's saying that she's envious of our snow. Actually, it's melting. I don't even think it's going to be there for very much longer. So I like to test a little bit how much ribbon I need, like just this portion part, and then I'll just cut my ribbon. I'll give you a measurement so you have a great context of how much you need, but I just base it like this. So the ribbon is about 13 inches long, and I'm going to tell you I'll probably snip some of the pieces, so you might want to do that. So this could be added now, or it could be added later. Sorry, I'm choking here. Just because you'll want to stamp a greeting as well. Yeah, so 13 might be a little too long, but I just didn't want to take a chance here. So here we go. I'm going to snip the other side, and then I'm just going to reverse the opposite so you get to see. But just on its own, it's starting to look like vintage Christmas. I'm gonna take this piece out, and I'm gonna go with Sophisticated Sled. I am gonna use my wreath in here, and I'm just gonna use my block, and we're gonna go once again, because we're coordinating with the entire week, I'm gonna go with Gray Granite. I'm gonna stamp that image here. Now, one of the things that I never do is I never color ahead of time. And the reason why I don't color ahead of time is, what if I mess up? What if I mess up and I don't cut or emboss or do whatever I need to do properly, and then I would have to recolor again? So that step, please do not do that. Now we're just gonna set into place this die that is part of the sophisticated sled, and we are going to emboss, die cut this piece, sorry. So here I am, I'm gonna go die cut this beautiful piece. It's a beautiful collection. I did ask earlier this week if you had the sophisticated die. It was back in stock. It's something that you want on your list. I think that we could preserve actually forever for sure. And as I'm doing this, I almost want so the wreath is here perfectly there. Now you see where I'm going. This is going to be going on the inside. I do also, as we are just doing this project, I want to add a cute little bird because it is part of the collection. So why not add that cute little bird as well? Just going to stamp it quickly here like this because there is a coordinating die. So because of that, I'll be able to just die cut that little bird. Now, do you use some sort of washi tape when you are die cutting? Sometimes I'll use some tape and sometimes I just try and go how it is. Because I always use the back plate, that plate underneath, I normally don't need to have to put them together because my plates are still flat. I try to preserve the top plate, and when it's tired, then I just switch them around. So we'll set that little bird aside. I think I'm pretty much done with die cutting for today. I'm gonna put this aside here. Perfect. So now I'm gonna take out a bunch of different colors and we're just gonna color in that part. So we're gonna go here and I'm just gonna color a little bit of the content here. So I'm gonna set this aside. This is there, this is here. And then I'm just using a combo of Fresh Freesia Light, some Berry Burst Light, a little bit of Blackberry Light, Blackberry Bliss, and the dark Fresh Freesia. So I'm gonna do this quickly. Doesn't need to be perfect, and that's what I love about blends. So blends, they're alcohol based. I don't know if you own them. If you do, maybe do a little thumbs up or a little heart or comment. But they are my alternate favorite, like all-time favorite actually. So kind of fun, right? So I don't know if you own these, but love them. And then I'm gonna go with the light all around. I see some hearts and I see a little bit of a thumbs up, so I'm assuming you own your blends. Mine, they're the original. I can't remember which year we got the blends, but I still have my original. Back home, I have some new ones but these, like my ink pads, are the original. So I guess lots of people have some blends. I'm really liking that. What would be your favorite color, your go-to in the blends? I have to say I've used a lot Old Olive. I don't know, it's because of Christmas card, but Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, those are like my typical. Oh, I use a lot of Pool Party as well. I don't know why, but that's a common one that I'd be using. And I guess I've been using Fresh Freesia a lot as well. So I don't know which one would be your go-to. And the reason I'm asking that is because we do have beginner stampers and they always say, Kim, what should I get today? Like, what should I buy? So I feel like if I knew what was everybody's like common sense of what they use and what they like, then I think it's a good suggestion. Lucy's saying that blends is a must-have. Joan loves the blends. I love them. I love them so much. I can't wait to see like the new catalog and the new in colors as well, like to see, because I always get the blends when the new in colors come in. I wish they had a blend in our basic beige actually. And then I'm just adding Fresh Freesia, the dark one, just little snips here and there. And then I could take my light one again if I wanted to, but I know it's probably a little difficult for you to see here, but it is very beautiful and simple. And if you want to add some bling, you could always add like other colors as well. And just gonna color my berries. Here they are. I forgot a couple of little leaves, so we're gonna add some more. Pool Party for Joan, Crumb Cake, Real Red. Oh well, I think we like and we use the same ones for sure. Very, very similar tastes, you and I, or I don't know if it's just the projects that I do. I do try to use like my designer series paper, and then I'll go with that. She uses a lot of garden green. You know what? I haven't used that much garden green, but might be on my next to-do thing. I'm thinking of doing another little series next week. Then the following week I fly home, so we'll see how it goes. It might be a mixture of both. So, okay, so our little birdie, I think he's gonna be, trying to think. I need suggestions. What color should we color that little bird? Maybe, I don't know. This is the light. What if I grab some Flirty Flamingo, just a little bit of pink first. We'll start with that. Oops, I want the other side. Just as a base. Ooh, that's flashy. And then we're gonna go ahead and add some other pinks on top. So let's do that. And then I am gonna add a little bit more fresh freesia because I feel like this bird is way too flashy for my taste. Oh, he's starting to look better. And then our beak, I know it's probably a cardinal or something, but I am gonna go with gray granite because we're working with gray granite, so I think that that's the color of choice for the beak for today. If you want to use brighter colors, then you could do so, but I just want that bird to stand out just a little bit. Oh yeah, she was right. I should have used, Stacy's saying azure. It would have been lovely. And you know what, Stacy, you are correct because we've used azure afternoon this week, so it would have been the perfect color. So it just colored it too fast. So now I'm just gonna use one of the mini glue dots here. I'm gonna put that here. And then we're gonna add, let's see, maybe right here. Our little bird is here. Okay, now I'm ready to assemble. And I think I'm more excited about showing you the alternate projects actually. So I'm just gonna add this right in here. And then I'm gonna layer this piece right on top. Just gonna snip one little side. Before you add that second piece, I just wanna let you know, add it with dimensionals. You want it to stand out, to pop out. So the first layer we did with the green glue, and now this layer, we're just gonna assemble with some dimensionals. So I'm just gonna grab couple of dimensionals here so we can assemble. Now I feel like I want to do a azure afternoon, different type of bird just because we mentioned that now. So it's like, oh, I need to do that. It's like there's so many ideas that keep flowing that you never know which one to use. Okay, so let me grab some dimensionals here. And then you'll just want to apply some either on the four corners, up to you. You could add more. It's not a question of saying less is more. Actually, more is better for this situation because you want it. And I really, I'm doing the dimensionals because I want it to pop up. One of my customers, she puts dimensionals like there's no tomorrow. I love it. Like, at least her things do not fall apart. If you're like, don't put as many dimensionals, then it could be a problem for sure. Okay, so now we're just gonna layer this, and then I'm also still having some leeway to move around. If you wanna add a greeting, you could add one down here. And then our wreath is gonna go on the inside, and the wreath will be popped up as well. Here we go. And now it's coming together. So very beautiful card. And then on the inside, we could use our blending brush here. Mine just fell. Let's just grab this. And then maybe blend the bottom portion because I'm not using like a different cardstock. And then if we wanted to stamp a greeting on the inside, we could do so as well. So I just want to create that look here. Okay, so when they open, there's that sense here. So now for a greeting, you could emboss one if you wish. And I'm just gonna grab, if I go here, from our greetings from this week, got so many. You could use a greeting like this. Let's just see. I just want to see what it would look like. And then just add it to the top. Yeah, I do like that actually. It is pretty cute. So that could be an option. So that would be heat embossed for sure. So now I'm gonna set aside, I'm just gonna show you here the end of the card. You could also add your greeting at the bottom if you want to stamp your image, so that could be cute as well. I also thought that iridescence could be cute, that you could add a couple here and there, so that could be an option. And when you order with my hostess code for $75, you're getting all these cards pre-cut for you, but you're also getting the iridescent, so that might be something that I'm going to add on there just to make it coordinate. So I'm going to show you this one. And now, thank you, Joan. I'm happy that you like it. I want to show you a couple of alternates. So remember our snowflake technique from this week? I had leftover snowflakes. So this week on Monday, we did this special technique of designer series paper, and then we used the dies from the Frozen Edge, and we've also used some from the One of a Kind. So now I've decided to add the snowflakes, and I'm going to share with you my reasoning behind it. You know, this week we've used sophisticated sled, we've used some reindeers, not reindeers, that was like a week ago. We used some snowflakes, so I wanted to make sure that all my cards have a bit of content of everything. And I'm just going to show you another one. This one is like a special fun fold, and it includes again that snowflake right here. And now I'm going to show you my wow card. So I had leftover from us working together, and then I just decided to add it here. So we had already pre-made the wreath, right? So because I had it and I had the skates and I decided to add the snowflakes, then now you see a bunch of different projects that it all blends together. It's still the same technique. Like this is the same technique. For this one, you'll want to use the circle that is one. So it's your third in your package. When you look at it, it's this one. So I went smaller because it's a smaller snowflake. So that's what I did for that. So just gonna see. Kathleen is saying she's late again. It's all good, I'll upload it sooner. So I wanna know, card number one is like our wow card, right? It's the one that you go like a little bit extra, and that would be more for like an avid stamper. So like, no, you don't have to do this one, but I'm just showing you if that's what you like. So this is card number one. Card number two is just a nice, cute, fun fold, very delicate, and then it opens like this. Card number three is the same technique, but we use our leftover snowflake from this week's technique. Oh, Janelle is saying that she loves the snowflake look. Good, but by the end, you'll see, right? If you watched or you follow me on Instagram or my KimMcGillis.com blog or even on Facebook, you see that sometimes I lay out everything. So all of these will be laid out. For sure, it's not like the traditional colors. Like you'll see that it doesn't stand out probably as much as we would want to because it's using non-traditional and it's lighter. But anyways, it is what it is. And this one is the fourth one that we just did together, just to show you the difference. And I want you to utilize all your products. So which one is your favorite? I would love to know. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I was having a one-on-one meeting with one of my downlines last night, and I'm not going to say her name, but I'm going to say hello. And we were chatting, and I said to her, I'm going to tell you a secret. The more you create, the more ideas will flow. The less you create, it gets harder. You know, when we get into like a stamping funk, it's because we don't create enough. And I told her, when you don't know what to create, case the catalog, case a card that you've seen, that sort of thing. So those are little tricks. So Amy's saying that she especially loves number 1. So Amy's, she's probably more of a avid stamper. And then Janelle is saying 1 and 3. So 1, 2, 3. So these two, look, how beautiful is it to package these cards together? They're coming so great. And because it's beautiful outside, I'm hoping I get a good day to take nice pictures to show. And then Christine like loves them all. So she's like the ultimate person, not picky, etc. So that's very sweet. And then I'm going to be adding the others. And I know I don't have enough room with this little phone now, but when you start adding all the projects from our entire week, you know what? I'm just going to switch these because they look too similar. So I'm going to add this and I'm going to layer them just a little bit. But you see how everything is starting to look so beautiful. And the reason I added my snowflakes is exactly because of this card right here. And then there's the first one that we did that you'll see on my blog updated today. So many possibilities. And then I want to share something with you tomorrow that's going to be very excited if I'm having a good day with Riley after her thing. Kathleen is saying 1 and 4. Kathleen is saying thank you for, congratulations on being chosen for the 2025 Artisan team. Oh, thank you so much. I'm very excited. Very excited. I can't wait to get that first box to know what I'm creating with. Like you, I don't know what's in the next catalog. And I don't know if we're going to be creating with Celebration. I have no idea yet, but I'm very excited and I can't wait to share some content for Celebration for sure. And then Kathleen is loving the ones with the sled. So what I'm thinking is probably you'll see all the snowflakes together. You'll see them all separately. You'll see a bunch of different ones with the layout, so you'll want to sign up for my blog to see them. And if you place that order of $60, if you're from Canada with the hostess code, then you'll get all the pieces pre-cut. I just can't stamp for you. So you'll get to a bunch of cards and then you'll be able to assemble them as you want. I can die cut though, so that's a great option. So I think I'm gonna go snuggle with my little pup just a little bit to see if she's all good after our mishap this morning with the shepherd. And yeah, so hope you like my cards today. And I just can't wait to share with you something tomorrow. It's been a long and ask, so I just can't wait. Enjoy your day. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for joining me. And please don't forget to share because you might win a PDF if you're from out of country or some free product from me. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.